Good day, everyone. Today I'd like to talk about descanning in the game EVE Online. It's a simple process that some people get confused, and I'd like to clear up a few things that I don't see on other YouTubes about descanning. A lot of people will show you how descanning, you use 360, scan around, check anomalies, but there's easier ways to hunt down your target. Now, one thing you need to understand is how descan works. Right here, we're sitting on 360. So you'll see how there's a green around us showing the 360 sphere. So we can also lower that to 180, 90, 60, 30, 15, and 5. 5 is a straight line. Duly note if they're in dead space in front of it, they'll appear at a place when they're not really there, and other issues, but it's the fact that you're basically pinging them. Now, ways to find your target. First, you got to understand what your target is doing in the system. As for video purposes, my target will be sitting at a customs office, and I know that. An aspect of it, let's start looking. We see that he has a 0.0 status, which could mean anything from new player to that he just went to Concord and paid for his security status to be raised. So, other than that, like a higher security status will show that he enjoys ratting or security missions or player versus environment situations. Lower security status will mean he enjoys player versus player. It'll also help you understand what he's doing in the system. If you're in factional warfare and he's a part of one of the factions, you can pick him up maybe at a factional warfare area, a beacon. So one problem that a lot of people have is when they scan 360, they have a lot of clutter. It could be even more than what I have here. So a good trick of the trade is having a tab to take away all this, just show you what is in the system. So we see that we have Dragon Bee and Curses in system. Before we start descanning, a few things that you need to have is tracking camera, track selected item checked. You also need to have use active overview settings and use tracking camera. What that does is when you click on something, it allows your screen to move dead center and helps for descanning purposes, which you'll see here in a minute. So now let's go into finding our target. We descan 360. We see that we have in curses. Now, another trick of the trade is to have a tab that'll show you asteroid belts, beacons, custom office, pretty much wherever your target may be. So let's drop our angle down to 5. The only reason you need it to be 60 or 30 is when you know the guy is not at any one of your areas, so he might be in dead space. Well, I got lucky, and the very first one I clicked was where Dragon Bee is. But in the aspect of it, you click, it moves your screen, you scan. No ships there, but we see that he's right here. One problem is it does not tell you how far out, so you gotta, hopefully it'll be on 0, but it'll probably not be, especially at a custom office for the type of ship he is. Which he is exactly on 0. There's our target. Thank you and for watching, and if there's anything else I need to add, make comments. comments, let me know.